Margie from Marjorie's Candies, and I'm going to make rice pudding today. This is a very old recipe. My mom used to make it when I was very little, and it really does, it takes about an hour to cook it, but it is definitely worth it. So what you do is you start off with 1 cup of water in a nice heavy saucepan, because this is going to cook for a while, and then 1 cup of rice, and you're going to just put this on. You're going to put this on low. I'm going to get it warm first, but you're just going to let the water absorb into the rice for about 5 minutes. It probably takes about maybe 10 minutes for that to happen, because you don't want to do it quickly and you want to watch it very carefully. So what you actually can put on a timer and about every 5 minutes give it a stir and watch it carefully, especially toward the end. Okay, now our rice has absorbed all the water. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 quart of milk. And you probably could use 2%. This is whole milk. I'm daring. I'm using all whole milk. I actually drink 2% milk. I bought that especially for this. And then I'm going to add, this is a little bit of salt, about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And this is a 1/2 cup of sugar. We add raisins later, which is why actually the recipe calls for 3/4 cup, but when I add the raisins, it actually makes it a little sweeter. So I'm just going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar. Okay. Let me check that the salt amount. Yes, it's a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then now what we're going to do is I'm going to stir it for a little while and let it come up to a boil so I can turn it up a little bit while I stir. But as soon as it comes to a boil, actually you don't even really want it to come to a boil. You just want to have little tiny bubbles. And I'll show you what that looks like as soon as it happens. And then you're going to turn the temperature way down so you only see little tiny bubbles for the whole. At this point too, though, I can put my timer on for 1 hour. Because you're going to include the hour in the bubbling, in the time it takes to get it to bubble. Okay, so we'll watch it and I'll show you. Okay, this has started to come to a boil. Not a boil, so you see it's just going to simmer like that for an hour for the rest of the time. In 40 minutes we'll add the raisins, and it's going to get thicker, but we have to stir it frequently. I would say every 5 or 10 minutes. Okay? Okay, now this is what it looks like. We have about 15 minutes left. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the raisins now so they can cook in there and get softened up. That's optional. You don't need to do raisins. Okay? And this is going to cook for another 10-15 minutes. But you want to watch it because as it gets thicker, it has more of a tendency to stick. Okay? And now here, when it's all done, I have a teaspoon of fresh lemon peel, grated, fine, and then I have 2 tablespoons of butter, which will go in at the end. Now, if you want, instead of the grated lemon peel, you can use 1 teaspoon of fresh vanilla, or real vanilla, I should say. Okay, then just let that cook some more. It's going to get thicker. Okay. Okay, the rice pudding is cooked. That's what it looks like. Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're going to add the lemon peel and the butter, 2 tablespoons of butter, and that's it. And if I can find my container I was going to pour it into. Okay, I'm just going to pour it into a container. Okay, I'm going to be bringing this over to a friend's house for dinner tonight, along with some garlic bread we're getting ready to make. Okay, and when for any pudding actually, you always want to cover it. Okay, because the top will get a little bit dry. Okay, so that's it. Try it. Tell me how you like it, and thank you so much for joining us today. Bye.